Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby, on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. Listen, man, how's everybody doing today? Man, guess what? It's a great day for me, baby. Great day for me, man. It's always a good time to be alive. It's always a great time to be positive. It's always a great time to be moving and just alive. So, y'all be grateful to God that y'all here. Y'all just be grateful to God that y'all alive. Got breath in your body. So, y'all know how it is, man. We here, man, at the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And y'all know how we go, man. What we have to do is we got to remind y'all where we at when we start the show, okay? So here y'all know what it is. Boom, baby. We are here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. Listen, it consists of Ron Reed of the VNO, what you know, myself, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Life Coach Jeff, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Yo, we make up the Vibe Studios. If you need your podcast or if you need your radio show either produced, or what you would like to do is we can actually show you how to produce your own. I got a setup on this end where you can come in and you can run the controls. You can run the controls yourself. You can be your own self-producer. We got that for you. But if you need your podcast, radio show producer, you need a live show that you want us to cover to make sure your audience gets heard, we are for you. So you can hit up either of us. And once again, people, we the Vibe Studios at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. And I'm your boy, Life Coach Jeff, quarter of the Vibe. And yes, we are streaming live on R3 Radio, just so you know, live on R3 Radio. And how you get to R3 Radio is you go to onlineradiobox.com. You type in R3 in the search engine, okay? And when you type in R3, will be the only thing that's going to pop up. You're going to see the logo. It's going to say Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. I promise you. We're going to be right there and we'll show up. So you can tap into us on Online Radio Box once again and type in R3. R3 Radio come right up. That'll have my shows, some shows of Keeping It Real with Dr. J on there. And yeah, we cycling it through, baby. So y'all tap into R3 Radio and listen, it's coming. Okay. I am going to have opportunities for people. If you want your own talk radio show, and I'm going to make this very simple. Sometimes simplicity is the thing that we're missing in the industry. And I'm going to bring some simplicity, y'all. And I'm going to make sure that my people out here can have their own internet talk shows. It's just not for my people, but it's for each and every one of y'all too. So what's good? D Smith, my man D Smith over there at Shop Talk 7 with my radio Chicago Support District Radio Network, man. The homie Shop Blizz is over there doing things big over there. D Smith is on Shop Talk 7. Y'all check them out every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please check them out. They my peoples. They my homies. And big ups to them. I love them so much. Felice, what's up, Felice? What's up, girl? How you feeling tonight? How are you feeling? Because I'm telling you, tonight's a good night. Tonight is a great night. And, I kind of wanted to just roll into some stuff real quick. I have been seeing, I'm going to tell y'all this. The reason why I wanted to give y'all a little bit of motivation and some relationship topics is because I've been seeing a lot of reels about these relationships. Like I'm saying, like every now and then I get something because it's in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be scrolling, just take the phone and just boom, 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 But my whole thing is, man, I just been seeing a lot of stuff. And I want to share some stuff with y'all today. My man said, let's get it, bro. So, all right, we gonna get it. What you got for us today? All right, homie, look, this is what I got for y'all. To start this off, I want to know if you are a woman, okay? You a woman and you married. Who comes first? Son, father, or yourself? You're a woman and you married. Who comes first? Son, father, or yourself? It was pretty great. When I set up here, I watched this reel and they gave this response. What's up, D Stark Show? What's going on, baby? Glad you could tune in with us today on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. Love to have y'all. And as I watched this reel, her response, okay, she said she was married and her response was her husband. Okay. It was very interesting. Who is the priority? Who comes up, who has to be taken care of. I don't think, and I might have that wrong. It might not have been the kids. I think it was mom, dad, or husband. That's what it was. It was mom, dad, or husband. And when she named it off, she said, my husband. And my man was asking, well, why is he the number one priority? You still got your mom, you still got your dad, you know? Why is your husband the number one priority? What's up, Dashe? What's going on, girl? And her response was simply this: my parents got each other. Mom's supposed to hold him down. Dad's supposed to hold him down. I'm not supposed to be making sure they are okay. I need to make sure that me and mine are okay. And you know what? It was very good and refreshing to hear that, because believe it or not, people, there's a lot of negativity surrounding a lot of these reels, baby. A lot of these reels. And I got a real good one about Charleston White, because man, when I watched that one, something was up. But it was triggering for some, but I understood the message. Yes, sir. That was a great response. A great response. You have to remember out here, man, that listen, your parents got each other. Let them do for themselves. I'm telling you, she interpreted right. She said everything great. She understood the assignment, as we say now. She understood the assignment. She knew what was up. Because guess what? Your parents are only going to be able to do so much for you. And just how the natural selection of humans go, how life is for us, a human lifespan. Naturally, your parents should die before you. So they with each other, they taking care of each other. Sometimes you always have one looking out for the other one as they get older. That bond does not break. Yes, you agree. She's right. I hear you, Felice. I hear you out here, girl. Yes, she is extremely right. So, normally there are rare instances, or there are a lot of instances where the child will go before their parents. But 9 times out of 10, when we're looking at the progression of life for your parents, they go before you. And who do they have? They have each other. You got to make sure, men too, always. Come on now, men too. You always have to make sure that your home is taken care of. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get on no real hardcore leadership stuff right now, but y'all know what I mean. What did my man say? Dennis says, we got to be careful with these reels. Got to make sure we extract the right knowledge from others online. True, big dog. Very true. Because honestly, if you start scrolling through and you watch a lot of relationship reels, they're going to get you in trouble. They going to get you in trouble. You have to remember that people have their own opinions. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But just because Lucretia spoke into your life one good one, and she was mad and upset and it spoke to you, that don't mean it was right. Just because Ray spoke to me, because, I'm looking at the crib and something didn't went down. Something that happened with me and my wife, with me and mine, and I feel a certain way. That don't mean Ray is right. That's not what that means. So sometimes you got to go ahead and keep your opinion to yourself. And rectify within, people. Rectify within. Or if you have a good spouse at home, or a good mate or partner, what you should do is you should be able to open up to them and talk to them. And then you receive what they're saying, and then they in turn receive what you're saying. It can't go that way. It should go that way. Things can pan out good. Let's stop thinking the negative also with sharing our feelings. Okay, y'all. Now I know I didn't just really got into something. I know I got into something deep. What did my man say? He said, these reels are packed with triggers and the wrong intent. That's true. And people who are searching for answers will gobble up. I was going to say gabble. Will gobble up what makes them feel justified. Facts, big brother. All facts. That's what people do, man. Whenever we get into different instances and situations, what we tend to do is we want to find the information that matches exactly with our situation. And if we find that, we will find all of that evidence. We will try to find everything we can to support what it is that we're talking about. Come on, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm right. That's right. Gabble too. Exactly, big dog. Gabble too. You're going to be gobbling and gabbling out here. But yes, people, we got to watch out, man. Like my man is saying, Dennis is saying, like I'm saying, what some of y'all might be thinking, we have to stop all of the madness with these crazy reels out here. Now, I want to talk about this other reel that I saw, and this is pretty deep. I was listening to Charleston White. Now, I listen. I love Charleston White. Uh, that man says a lot of truth. Sometimes it's hard for people to receive his particular truth because of his delivery. Quite frankly, me and the wife was at the crib last night, and what happened was we happened to be talking about Charleston White, and I told her about a little bit about his past. I said he did a reel when he was talking about like, yo, when it came for me talking to my people, I know, big dog. I know. I'm going there. I'm going there, big dog. I'm going there. Because this one was pretty deep. This stems in the same realm of relationships, but it's more so people in the culture. And y'all know, but we're going to start talking about our people in our culture here. Charleston White made a statement, and he stands on it. And he said that when I was with this other group of people, all dressed up, prim and proper, getting the research and the knowledge so I can feed it back to my people, he said, well, they called me a nerd. They sat up here, they said like, oh, you lame now. He said it wasn't until he switched up, okay? I want to know how y'all feel about this. What did my man D. Smith say? I'm going to get to it real fast. Charleston White is wild. He uses shock to grab attention, but he be dropping some gems, though. See, that's what I'm talking about, big dog. And I feel that this was a gem, and this was actually a decent part of conversation to talk about, because Charleston White, he said, when I was around, I'm just saying, people, when I was around the white people, when I was around the white people, I was getting the knowledge, the information. I had on the suits, the ties, the shirts, the khaki pants and everything, you know. My people wasn't listening to me. So I want to know, this is the first part of that. I want to know, as a culture, as a people, okay, why is it that when people are trying to get into certain spaces to give knowledge, you know, a lot of times, I'll be honest with y'all, man, sometimes we got to infiltrate out here. A lot of our spaces are few and far in between. When we start having these conversations about information, knowledge, what's actually around, resources, you know, sometimes that tends to be a different crowd of people. So what he was saying was, he said, when I got around that, I was called lame. Nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. But he said, and I quote, now listen, I normally don't say these words on my show. Y'all know how I am. But he said, when I started acting like a nigga, when I changed the words that were coming out of my mouth, now all of a sudden, everybody want to hear what Charleston White got to say. Everybody want to hear what I got to say now. Maybe if I started wilding out too, that's just not my nature. I'm not going to do it like that. Maybe I could get a big following out here. You know, we be telling some truth. We tell some truth. But that might get more views. And I believe my brother on that. I'm going to tell you why I believe Charleston White on that. Because in our culture and society, a lot of times what tends to happen is if somebody is coming with truth and knowledge, and they trying to go about it the right way, and they're sitting in rooms that you're probably not sitting in, getting information, getting wisdom from other people, you know, why do we consider that to be lame? The older we get, I'm going to be honest with y'all, the older we get, the more we start to appreciate stuff like that. You know, I believe that comes with growth and time and everything like that. But he said when he was in school, man, he was doing his thing. Nobody. But then everybody wanted to go ahead and hear what he had to say. And when me and my wife talk, I compared it. Now, y'all can jump on me with this if y'all want to. Okay? Y'all can jump on me with this. But I actually saw another reel where somebody, Cordell, what's up, big dog? What's up, my man? What you got to say? It's a lack of understanding and knowledge. Yes, sir. That's what it is. It's a lack of understanding and knowledge. And I kind of feel that when it comes down to this part, when we start talking about the sharing of information, ideas, and all this other stuff, everybody just needs to learn how to be open to that. We open to everything else in this country. Honestly, let's be real. We open to everything else. Everybody got to be open to try to understand things. Okay. What did my man D. Smith say? Let's chime in. Let's tap in here. D. Smith says, I think blacks are individualistic and seek to be separate among our commons. That's why he chose this current shock approach. He did it properly. Yeah, and got clowned. Exactly. So he did it properly and got clowned. But soon as it turns to hood on people, Suddenly they want to listen to him. That's exactly it, bro. Well, as soon as it got a little ghetto, as soon as it got a little raunchy, as soon as it got to a point where they was like, oh my God, I understand what you're saying, Charleston. I get it now. That's when everybody wanted to, pay attention. It's like, okay, so I got to really dumb it down to your level. Because let's be honest, man, truth is truth. And when people start talking, all it is information. You got to sit down, you got to listen. All you got to do is hold on to it and listen. Ask some questions. Do some research if you don't know. What did Nikisha Spiller say? Nikisha says, most people haven't expanded their horizons past what they know. Exactly. There's a lot of people out here who are also, quote unquote, products of their environment. Products of their environment. And we say this all the time. We always tell people, hey, man, you can't succumb to your surrounding. You just can't. Know that it's going to be a little tough out there for you. And that's for anybody. I don't care if you're on the high end or the low end or anything like that. Sometimes it is going to be tough for you. Everybody lives this life with different struggles. That's one thing we got to remember. Everybody lives life with different struggles. So when we start talking about these factors, you can always get out of what you are in. I think a lot of times we get stuck because we say we don't have resources, but we don't tend to try to find the ones that we actually have. Out of maybe you seeing nothing, there could be at least one thing that you could try. And guess what? Once you try that one thing, it leads to trying more and more things for you to get out of the mess you want to get out of. Ooh, wait. Okay, what did Nikisha say again? She said, unfortunately, our people think being hood is our identity when our history of that is of class and dignity. Exactly, ma'am. Ooh, wee. Because when we start talking about that dignity and class out here, let's be honest. Okay, we start talking about dignity, class, where Black people have come from as a whole. And see, I'm glad I'm kind of doing this because the thing is because it's still, I hate the fact that we reduce a lot of this to Black History Month, but we got to stop doing that. We need to keep presenting certain facts and certain things about our people, our culture, the whole nine. We need to keep doing that because I think now we've reached a point to where now we're discovering the information and no, it's not going to get lost again. No. And there's a lot of people out here thinking that a lot of this information is not true. But I'm like, it came from somewhere. I don't think people are just pulling this from the sky. I don't think it just so happens that we were dealing with a darker skin complexion of people so long ago. And it was a separation between darker skinned people and lighter skinned people. Now, for my Black people, I'm not talking about ooh, okay, Dustin here, baby. So for my Black people, I'm not talking about the separation between dark and light, black and light skin. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our counterparts who are the opposite of us. Okay. Oh, all right. I had to say that. And what did my man say? D. Smith said, he said, and he has the results. Exactly. It's proven. Blacks want to be like-minded Blacks with like-minded Blacks. That's true. Blacks do want to be with like-minded Blacks. But I will say this. That could also stem for a race of people as well. Whites want to be with other like-minded white people. I can't say whites now, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. We not back in that time period. But I'm just saying white people would like to be around people who think like them. Asian people would like to be around people who think like them because it's a cultural thing. It's something we have things to relate to. So I feel you on that. And not integrate and find ways to bridge the gaps. Now that's true too, because you got to break some type of barrier somewhere. You got to break some type of barrier. So that's very true. What did D. Smith say? D. Smith said again, I might have to pick this one up on Shop Talk tonight. Oh, yeah, dog. Piggyback, bro. I would love to hear the start of the conversation. I got a special show that I'm doing tonight. I'll be interviewing the international program director for Biggs. He going to stop through tonight. So we're going to have a great conversation. But yes, pick that joker up, dog, because I really want to hear your perspective on your show about it too, as well. I think we can get a lot of people chiming in, listening, tapping in, the whole nine, big dog. Yes, it's a much needed conversation. And you've been wanting to talk about it recently. Go ahead, dive in, big dog. Please do. But I feel that when we start talking about these, we do have to bridge these gaps. It's not lame to go ahead and get knowledge and information. It's not lame to have certain things that can work on your side. But they might look nerdy. They might look lame. But guess what? It's positive. And it's information that's going to help you. So when my man Charleston White said that was heavy. I was like, wow, okay. And He also said, now I compared it to this. He didn't say this, but I've compared it to this because I also saw another reel, okay, of Tupac. Now let's we must learn about from we must learn about and from each other. Yes, sir. We must learn about and from each other. That's it, big dog. That's it. And when I watched this other reel about Tupac, I forget who it's a famous actor's name. I forget this actor's name. But he was on there talking about the 17-year-old version of Tupac. So I believe what year, what age did Tupac die? He was he was young. He was like what, 22, something like that. Let me see. I believe he was young when that happened. Tupac. Boom. Boom. Let's see. He was okay, 25 years old. 25 years old. So we look from 17 to 25. That is an 8-year gap. Okay? 8-year gap. And within that 8-year gap, you sit up here and you see that first video of Pac when he does look more on the flamboyant-esque side. Okay? We know at this time there was no thug life going on. Okay? We all know this. Oh yeah, he was a baby, bruh. He was a whole baby. It was just one of those things. Now, this leads to Nikki's point here. Nikki said, we have to learn that there's nothing wrong with speaking well and wanting more of ourselves and others. It's out here and it's possible to have. Exactly, Nikki. This is going to flow right into my next point with me talking about Tupac. Yes, sir. He was only 25. He was a baby out here. He was young. And so I see this 17-year-old version of Tupac. It is completely different from the 25-year-old version of Tupac. Completely different. I feel that there are times when we are in certain spaces and things will transition us. So for me to kind of hop into that, I think his transition was more when he got into rap. That was his transition. So night and day, big dog. Yes, sir. Night and day. And you could tell Tupac was around some people. He was getting culture. He was getting fed some things. What he was reading, he was talking about these older authors and everything who wrote great books and great things. He was mentioning these things. He was mentioning this stuff. And now, then we go to a Tupac who is now talking about thug life. I want to tell y'all something. I strongly believe that Pac was doing Charleston White before Charleston White did it. Charleston White just said it. Pac actually just did it without saying it. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. He found out that he had to be a certain way in order to be seen, in order to be heard. Now, I'm trying to give this man a lot of credit here. I'm not trying to talk bad about it. I'm actually trying to build this up because what he did was he took what was good not good at the time, but he took what was a part of the culture at the time and flipped his script, his own script of his life and trajectory, and fit that narrative to win over people. This is why we are still talking about Tupac today. This is why he's still coming up in my conversation right now. Because that's what he did. He took the turn. And when he took the turn, what did he do? He had music. He had music that he was putting out that had a message behind it. Now, he had the sound too. We fell in love with the sound. We fell in love with the voice. Because no lie, it's very hard to duplicate these voices just like Tupac, Biggie, even Sean Poe out here. That man was good. It's just certain things. It's hard to duplicate these voices out here. And when these voices are catchy, they hit. And he had it. He had it. And that's what he did. He switched up just like night and day, yo. And now you're in a role where people are going to listen to you. Now you're in a role where people are going to understand what you're saying. Because what did you do? You went down to their level. And nobody uses thug life the way he tried to spin it. Yes, sir. Come on now. See, I'm trying to tell you, big dog. Nobody, you said it right. Nobody does, man. Nobody does. The way that he tried to spin it, how he put it out there, how he introduced it to everybody. Yo, he came hard in the paint. But when he put out that music, you listen. When he got in front of that camera, you listened. You thought Pac was going to come on there, be controversial, and be ghetto. But when he actually sat in the chair, and he said some things that was worthwhile, that was actually worth biting, some knowledge out here. Now y'all got fit power fists up and everything. Talk about, yeah, Pac down for the yeah. I know how I go, people. This is what we do. Love Pac, but he was another instrument of influence. Exactly. Instrument of influence, sir. I love it. He definitely was. He was an instrument of influence. And sad to say that even though, he was in that space to reach people, it still pulled people into that type of lifestyle. Had an opportunity to. I'm not going to say just because he made music like that, it pulled people into a lifestyle. We have to watch our choice of words and how we speak of things, because somebody can take that and spin it completely out of proportion. And that ain't what it was. No, it had the potential to do that, because you had some people who were now, we will say, woke, who was listening to his music. Right? So they knew what was going on, and then you got your Talib Kweli's, your Commons, everything like that. Even Nas had some music with some messages out there. You know what I mean? These guys were lyricists, for real. These guys were lyricists, and they put messages behind their music, But Pac was just a great example of that because of how he did it. So that's why I wanted to use him to compare to Charleston White, because those are the only two that I have seen that have actually done this and been able to come out with just great results. Just great results with it. I don't think we've ever seen anybody else do that. What's my man saying? D. Smith says he spit facts when needed, and he does. He does. He's very calculated. He is meticulous with his facts. Like, he will come at you in the most hardest way, but then he'll drop that knowledge on you like, damn, that is me. Wow. But also gave some of the worst examples in public behavior and died that way. Yes, that's exactly what happened. He did. And that's what'll stop you too, because I believe sometimes with people, you may get to a point, big dog, to where you're using it to improve the point, but at some point in time, that's going to be you. And I think that's what Pac was doing. Pac was riding that line, because he had to portray and he had to put up that image that he was becoming that. And that wasn't really him. Which will lead to another point, people. We have to stop becoming things that we not. We have to stop doing things that we think is kind of like, oh, okay, that's dope, but that ain't really what you want. That's not how you want to rock. That's not how you want to roll at all. We have to stop trying to find these things that fit us, and we know they don't fit us. It's certain places that I just won't go, with certain things that I just won't do, because that's not what I choose to do, So, so the road can either do one or two things. It can consume you, like I believe we saw happen with Pac. Start to consume a little bit, or you can strictly use it to go ahead and spit facts. And I'll be honest with you about this too. When we talk about spitting facts, man, and we start talking about different things that come around the way, like I say, Charleston White, he's spitting the facts, but he does have that hint of crazy, because he wild. We talked about it earlier. The man is wild. So since he is wild, that's what he gonna come out with. That's what he gonna give. So we about half past the hour right now, and you'll listen to the Redirect Regroup Refocus podcast here on R3 Radio Live. Listen, tap into R3 Radio, y'all. All you do is go to onlineradiobox.com, type in R3 in the search engine. I guarantee you, promise you, I can't tell a lie. We will be the first ones to pop up. You'll see the Redirect Regroup Refocus logo, and boom, you'll be able to listen to our shows. You'll be able to listen to our shows. And if you would like to be aired on R3 Radio, it's going to come, y'all. It's going to come. It's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be a great thing. I think people not ready for it. But you going to have to be. Bang, bang, bang. All right. I know that was corny. That was real corny. But it's coming. It's coming. And I want to share with y'all, we got some accolades coming up, and I've been talking about some things to some people. I actually said it on the Jeff Relaford show. I will be receiving an honorary doctorate degree. Yes, I will be graduating from a college in May, and I will be receiving a honorary doctorate degree. So I want to tell y'all that, I want to share that, I don't share a lot of stuff that go on. I don't share a lot of talks with people I don't share a lot of things because for me, it's not about accolades. For me, it's not about what you rack up. I just do this stuff for y'all. I come on here, I do this stuff for y'all. I'm gonna drop by and oh yeah, dog D. Baby, look here. I come to the show. You want me to come to the show? I comes to the show. I will. I will. You let me know when. And we'll set it up, sir. We will definitely set it up. And yes, as I'm saying, it's just I don't do it for the accolades. I don't do it for anything like that. People just recognize and they see something in me. They see something. They like what I'm doing. They like the consistency. They like how I'm marketing, putting the stuff out. So, hey, I thank y'all. I'm going to give more details as time goes on about when I'm going to receive that honorary doctorate, the school, the whole nine. I'm going to let y'all know that as time gets closer. But I do want to let y'all know. Celebrate yourself. Please celebrate yourself. Any win, I don't care if it's a small win in your eyes. Celebrate yourself. Get in the habit of doing something good for you. Okay. Now listen, we done sat up here. We done talked about all this bait and switch stuff. We done sat up here and talked about Charleston White and Tupac, how they reach people through the identity switch, or through the culture switch. You could do it all pretty and proper one way, but then somebody got to come and put some stank on it, talk to you a little nasty, talk to you a little dirty in your ear. And then boom, now you're attracted to it. I feel that sometimes we got to change the way. A lot of people use shock value like Dennis was talking about earlier. And when you use shock value to get people, you going to hook somebody in, baby. I don't like to use shock value. On some episodes, I've said some things, y'all caught it. But not more so shock value. That's not what I do. I don't go ahead and bam. I don't go for the uppercut. I don't go for the jugular. I don't try to hit you where it hurt sometimes. But we will put some good old accountability on you. Yes, we will. So a lot of times we just got to do what's right, find ways to get the information and knowledge out there. Find new and creative ways to do that. Y'all want to let y'all know we are in an age of information, technology, and the whole nine. And the thing is, what I'm finding out in this new phase of life for me is that there's always a way to get something done. Always a way. There's never a way to say no to anything unless you don't want to do it. That's the only way you say no, unless you don't want to do it. But you have to get it in your mind that you can do everything yes right now. Everything is a yes. Everything is capable. The goals that you want to achieve, the stuff that you want to do, everything can be done. I am learning that. I literally built something. Understand what it is to be the visionary. Okay? I'm trying to speak to y'all now. I'm really trying to speak to y'all because this right here, these are keys. These are things that I'm learning. Learn how to be the visionary. Tupac, Charleston White, they're both visionaries. They had an idea. They found a way to get it out to the people. All I'm saying is you have that same unique ability. You just got to find out a way. Find out a way. It's not that hard. It's always hard in the beginning. But when you start something and you keep the ball rolling, that's when things start to make sense. That's when things start to click a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. That's when you start branching out. Like we all like to do the same things. 2025, I'm seeing some people do some different stuff. So shout out to y'all that's doing all the different stuff out here. Shout out to y'all that's not scared to branch off and create your own lane. Because honestly, I'm learning that once you create your lane, you got your niche and people are there, boom, bada bam, baby. They come for you. People will look for you. You just got to go ahead and make yourself available. If you don't ever be out, if you're quiet, if you don't say anything, if you like to be sometimey, people ain't going to notice. But if you show up consistently, you do your thing, you keep going, even when the numbers might seem low, even when it look like ain't nobody tapping in, even when it look like that nobody is on your side, you got a mission to fulfill, yo. You got something to do. So go ahead, get it done. And don't lose sight of where you're trying to go. The goal is everything. Meat and potatoes is everything, baby. It's everything in this bad boy. I'm trying to tell you, sometimes to get to them meat potatoes, what you got to do is you might have to sop up a little bit of that au jus, okay? You might sop up a little bit of that juice there first. Then you start getting into the goodness. Because I'm telling you, when you put in the work, you can't see nothing. It'll do nothing but pay off for you. I can't be lying when I say this. I can't be lying when I say this. Can't lie. I will not tell a lie right now. When we are talking about your success, when we are talking about your life, when we are talking about the things that you need to do in order to get things done. You know what you got to do to get things done. You know what it's going to take to make stuff happen. So just get off your butt and do it. That's what I got to say. I'm not done with the show, but that's what I got to say. So get off your butt and do it. Man, we got some shout outs, man. I got some shout outs. Shout out to Miss Tanya Wilson, D Stark Show, Carly Rainey, Cara Weatherspoon, Sheena Bella, Nino Nagash, who will actually be on for our special version of the Jeff Relaford Show, special live of the Jeff Relaford Show. We'll be doing that on 7 p.m. on Biggs Radio Chicago, WCIH, Big Chicago, the voice of a new generation. He will be on. International Program Director Nino Nagash is tuning in. Miss Gina Gasson, author Gina Gasson in the house. Thank you for stopping by. Jarmel Warren Williams, homeboy. Thank you. Felice, it's always good to see you in the chat. Sharice Sloan, shout out to you. So. Girl, listen. I need to see more of you. Maybe I just ain't been out. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you ain't been out. Maybe I ain't been out. I don't know if we both ain't been out. I don't know, but I need to see more of you. So. Nikisha Spiller and my man, Cordell Johnson, a.k.a. Mr. Heavy World Entertainment in the house. Come on, man. Heavy World Entertainment, nominated for a Forever Grateful Award. Y'all shout out to my boy, Don Coco, a.k.a. Don Coco, a.k.a. Heavy World Entertainment. Y'all shout out to my man. Please do. He has great music. His sound. Now, Don Coco's sound is great. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, when we start talking about brothers that got that sound, that it factor, he is one of them. He is one of them. Shout out to Mr. Dino, Mr. Know-It-All, too, man. I see you out here doing some things. Dino, Mr. Know-It-All. Brother, got to have you on again, man. Real intelligent guy. You know, brother that could really hold some great conversation, man. We got to have you back on. But I see you out here. You're doing some great moves. Shout out to the people who do Weedgrass. Weedgrass, okay. With my Radio Chicago, okay. Yeah, this is going to be great. That's going to be a great event as well. I actually am going to have them. I'm going to go ahead and have them here in the studio. We'll sit them down in a chair. We're going to talk about them as well and the event that they're putting together and who's on the lineup and why they chose this particular lineup. Yes, we will be asking questions to these ladies. So I cannot wait to have y'all sit in the chair too, man. We're going to go one on the left, one on the right. Boom, boom. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have y'all on here kicking it with us. And, man, so many things, yo. I want to run my mouth so bad. I want to run my mouth a lot because I'm excited. Ooh, I'm excited about this year. Y'all don't understand. This year is just filled with great things, filled with promotion, filled with great things, filled with promotion, filled with a lot of great things in this bad boy. So y'all stay tapped in. Please stay tapped in. Oh, also, I saw another video. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all. Okay. This was shared in our collab chat. Shout out to my boys in the collab. We talking about D Smith, Dr. J, okay? Dr. J in the house, RMF, Reggie moving forward, Media Monix, and D Smith, period, okay? Mr. D Smith, get this D. That's the only time you're going to hear me say it, sir, because I just said it because it just rolled off. It rolled off the tongue, and I know that's your thing, so I'm trying to respect the name. But, yeah, I saw this reel where this woman was talking, and I guess she was saying, oh my God, what? Okay. Yeah, I was so shocked by it. Listen, y'all, I was so shocked by this because it all stems off of this. It seems like a woman was saying, no, this is exactly what she was saying. She said, when a man wants to see a woman with no makeup on, he's trying to strip her from something. And I'm trying to, okay, we need ladies to tap in for this because I need to know if you feel that your man sees you with no makeup on, okay? If he sees you with no makeup on, do you feel that he's trying to strip you of you looking beautiful? Do you feel that? Because she made all these excuses talking about how, yeah, he trying to be controlling, he trying to do this, he trying to do that. He's trying to bog you down. How, ma'am? How? Let me tell you something. A man really appreciates a woman who can show herself to him. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Some of y'all be out here caking and baking out here. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Some of y'all, or a lot of y'all, be out here caking and baking. We're not talking about caking and baking makeup. That's not what we're talking about. Now, some of y'all with the caking and baking, that means that you are trying to hide something. Okay, we have all seen those caking and baking women out there. Take some flour, add a little egg, throw it in the oven, watch it rise. And it rises. So certain things like that, women, be mindful of that. Uh, Sometimes as men, we like to see you in your natural, rawest form. It actually is nice to a few of us. We would like to just sit down and look at our women sometimes, admire them for their beauty that we see in them. We would like that. So I don't know if any ladies are tapping in, but it's wild. I would love to hear from y'all. How do you feel about a man seeing you without makeup on in the natural? Or the fellas, how do you feel about seeing a woman without any makeup? Do you require her to wear makeup? And I know require is a strong word. That's going to trigger some of these ladies. But what I mean by require is that what you want? Is that what you more so prefer? Do you more so prefer a woman to wear makeup? I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience, I don't. I tend to like natural beauty. I tend to like natural beauty. I don't tend to like makeup. Now, I'm not saying this, you know, my wife, she can look cute with them nails, hair, all that. She can look cute with all that. So I'm gonna give the credit where the credit is due, and I will tell her she looks great. I will tell her that. But I'm letting you know that's not a requirement for me every day. It can't be. It can't be. Because you got to get some realness in there. Trosh, what's up, big dog? Thanks for tapping in real fast. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to you, man. Trosh out here, another man who has a lot of things going on. I don't know if y'all checked out his latest reel. That man, Trosh, man, he shout out to the homie. He is putting some content together. Shout outs to the homie. He is putting some great content together. Telling you. Yeah, they in the lab. They working. Okay, let's see what Felice. Let's see what you got to say. You said you could care less. LOL. You only wear makeup if you going out. Okay, Felice. That's okay. That's good. That's good. So you can care less. So you don't have you cool with him seeing you like that. Okay, so you cool with him seeing you, the quote unquote minor imperfections. Because some people ain't cool with that. Some women are not cool with that, and it made it seem like that in this particular reel, that this woman is trying to keep up appearance. My thing is, are you trying to keep up appearance for you? See, that we need more context in that too. Because I feel like, okay, are you trying to keep up an appearance more so for you, or are you trying to keep up your appearance more so for that person? I'm a firm believer in you must keep up your appearance for yourself. If you want to look and feel a certain way, I am a firm believer. Now, now I'm gonna make this statement. When I was younger, okay, I was approached by a woman who was older than me at the time. She was older than me, a little older than me. Y'all have heard my story, so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when I was dating. She was older, and I told to her, I said, "Listen." She literally came to me, and she was like, "Well, I feel like that it's a man's responsibility to keep his woman up, to make sure she out looking good, all this." And this is exactly what I said to her. I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you this." I said, "So you expect me to pay for this every month, every time when you need it?" I said, "That's upkeep. That's a bill." And at the time, I looked at her. I said, "Don't we work at the exact same place? We make the same amount of money. We get a paycheck. So If I want to look good for you, why is it that I'm not telling you, hey, go ahead, buy these jeans that you like on me all the time? You might not want to do that. I'm sitting up here saying to you, oh, okay, well, yeah, buy this cologne, do all that. Now, it might be a every now and then type thing. But as men, we don't require things like that monthly we don't require a maintenance keep up from our women. We don't require that. We don't. I know I don't. If I'm gonna shave my head, I'm gonna cut my hair, shave my head myself. I'm gonna go ahead, get my own soap. I get my own cologne, find my own body oils, different stuff like that to wear out so I can smell good. Or I get from my wife. That's every now and then type deal. That's not all the time. So I would rather it be for me if my wife was just like, okay, you know, I don't need this like that. I don't need that all the time, which she doesn't. So big shout out to my wife because she don't need all that. She doesn't require all that. She says she want to get her nails done. I slide a little something so she can get her nails done. Says she want to get her hair done and everything. We're going to talk about that hair. We're going to see. We're going to see. Hair is expensive. I ain't got a lot of hair on my head. Okay. My hair is not worth as much as some of y'all's hair out here. Y'all be paying. I mean, y'all be paying. Okay. Put the head down. Come in the natural. Listen, if you baldy locks under there, be baldy locks this year. Be grateful. Be happy with you. If you want to be baldy locks out here, be baldy locks. If you want to be patches, I ain't saying roll with the patches. If you want to be free spirited, go ahead, be free spirited. Embrace yourself. Okay. Allow somebody to like all of that with you. You know, you gotta take the wig off at night because you don't want to see what's really under there. You rather take the makeup off or try to sleep straight up like a little mummy or something. Like a mummy. Try to sleep straight up. Okay? You know? Because you trying to stay in perfection. My words, not yours. Felice says, I don't get it. LOL. I have never asked any man I'm dating to pay for my bills, hair, nails, etc. Oh, which opens up, yes. See, I like that, Felice. Because again, I'm telling you, girl, it is about your upkeep. If you want the nails, if you want the shoes, if you want the hair, the beard, all that, that's your cell phone. It might be cute for that man to pay your bill. But baby girl, pay your bill. Pay your bills. I'm trying to tell you this. I'm gonna let y'all in what men want. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all in just a little bit on what men want. A man will want to provide for you if he sees that you can provide for yourself. Let's get those wheels turning. A man will want to provide for you, and this is me, a man speaking. A man will want to provide for you if he sees that a woman can provide for herself. Because then the instance is, okay, this is what you're getting. We can do this with this. Now, what I have is this, but you are providing extra, whether it's money or resources. We try to see what you can add on to in the relationship. I'm just trying to throw it out there. That's right. And do. Exactly. That's right. And do. So that's what we're looking for. You know, it, to me, this stuff ain't hard. To me, people, this stuff ain't that much rocket science. This is good stuff out here. You know, this is all right. But what we need, that part, girl, come on. You already know. You know, I'm trying to tell you, this stuff ain't that hard. I really don't believe that this stuff is hard. I think a lot of times we just have to realize that there are things that we could do on our own. We do have to realize that we could take care of ourselves. We do have to realize that first and foremost, you are an adult. I know that struck a nerve with some of y'all because some of us, we still like to wild out, do stuff. You are an adult. So if you are an adult, take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first. I'm trying to tell you, take care of you. And I guarantee you the right man will come along who will want to take care of some things for you. Maybe not everything. We live in a different society now. You know, I feel that it is best for couples to work together as one to reach a common goal. That's how I feel. Times that we live in, okay. It's no longer 70 cents for a glass of milk or 99 cents for some eggs. This ain't where we live. I believe eggs are $6 to $8 now or something like that. Is that what it is, people? Eggs are expensive. Uh, my wife bought a card and I said, okay, we're gonna have one for the month. That's it. Got to make it stretch. That's it. But no, y'all understand this, man. Just the partners work together for real. Work together emotionally, work together spiritually. Because it does take teamwork. There it is. Girl, you took the words right out of my mouth. Of course, teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly. That's why I was getting at, Felice. Girl, you took the words right out of my mouth. So, let's strive to go ahead and just do things together. Let's strive to make things happen. Because honestly, y'all, it ain't gonna get no better than this. I'm talking about every year prices go up, things happen. Gas might be a little bit steady here and there. So you might know what you're getting in the tank. But we no longer in that way no more. We're no longer in this era of where things are easy to do. So help out as much as you can. So, all right, y'all. Yeah, we've been on for a good 50 minutes here. We still got some talk going on the radio station and everything. So I know that I interrupted whatever show might have been playing on R3 radio. But what I'm going to do is I might just make it so y'all can tap back into that real quick. And after y'all tap back into that, remember, y'all, Jeff Relaford is nominated for a Forever Grateful Award. The Forever Grateful Awards are going on March 15th at, hold on, I got the address, people. Again, I always tell y'all, I'm horrible with this stuff, and I shouldn't be as horrible with this stuff. But, I just, man, we could talk about other things and other stuff all day, but when it comes to other things, and I'm nominated for the award too, and I'm sitting up here messing up. Okay, the Forever Grateful Awards is, like I said, I believe March 15th, 7 p.m. Location is 1150 North Lamont. Okay, 1150 North Lamont. Okay, so y'all come out there. We in Chicago. Y'all come out there to the Forever Grateful Awards, man. It's gonna be good. Bo Deal will be hosting. Your boy will be doing live interviews. I'll be doing live radio interviews. So we're gonna make sure we hit up the artists, we hit up the actors, actresses, we hit up the people, everybody who's nominated. Y'all need to come by the table so we can highlight each and every one of y'all. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good thing, baby. So y'all come out to the Forever Grateful Awards on March 15th. And I'm nominated for Best Radio Personality. And I'm going to start sharing that link a little bit more. The voting ends March 1st. So since the voting ends March 1st, we got to get them in, people. We got to rack them up. We got to make it happen because we up for some stuff. Let's make it happen. Shout out to all my counterparts who are on there as well. All of y'all do great things. Y'all are awesome people. I love y'all. And I, each and every one of y'all work respectfully, man. I know what it takes to do this. I know what it takes to kind of come on here, not just having one show, but two shows, and to try to put together some stuff. And even today, I had to pull, but every day I pull. Every day. Sometimes I'm not a man of structure. Sometimes I like a little calamity. I like for myself to try to figure out what I want to do so that way I can give out some good content to y'all. So again, I thank each and every one of y'all for listening, for watching on all of our live streams, baby, because this is what we do. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And I do thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. And always remember, redirect, regroup, refocus, and peace out.